Dharma Prince. Today I am going to share some ideas on karma and rebirth. Karma and rebirth is one of the fundamental teachings in Theravada Buddhism. Consciousness plays a major role in rebirth. Buddha's central teaching is Paticca Samuppada. In Paticca Samuppada, Buddha explains how rebirth takes place. Sentient persons, they perform always wholesome and unwholesome activities, kusala karma and akusala karma. These wholesome and unwholesome activities becomes sankhara, perceptions. Because of sankhara, as the result of kusala karma and akusala karma, there arises consciousness. This consciousness plays a major role in rebirth. When the person is going to die, there is a stream of consciousness in his mind. The last thought of that stream of consciousness is known as Tuti Chitta. This last thought, Tuti Chitta, combines with consciousness and becomes Gandhabba. Gandhabba emits from the life of the person, then person dies and his body remains as the dead body. Consciousness, the Gandhabba, emits into space and entered into the womb of a mother to implantation. But this process can't be explained by giving empirical evidence, because the functions of consciousness is invisible, not to be seen. How consciousness emits from the body of the person and how it inserts into the womb of mother. But we can provide some evidence from the reproductive systems of human beings, how this rebirth take place. In Maha Tanna Sankhya Sutta, Buddha has explained for rebirth there must be fertilization of sperm and ovum from father and mother. And there must be the healthy menstrual circle inside the mother. Then, if the consciousness advent after the combination of these three conditions, the implantation in the womb of mother take place. In Asapura Sutta also, this process has been described well. Several other suttas like Nibbediya Sutta and Indika Sutta in Samyutta Nikaya, Buddha has explained how the embryo developed in 5 stages. Patamang Kalalang Hoti Abbuddho. In that way, the Buddha has explained how the embryo develops in the womb of mother. In Maha Nidana Sutta, the Buddha has explained when the consciousness leaves the embryo, the child will die in the womb of mother. After 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, or maybe after 1 month, 1 year, or 5 years or so, when the consciousness emits from the being, the life, the death happens. In that way, the Buddha has explained how rebirth take place. In human reproductive systems, explains for the implantation of the child, there must be sperm from father and ovum from mother, and there must be fertilization, and there must be the functions of the healthy menstrual circle of mother. The modern embryology has described in that way for implantation those 2 conditions. But the embryology does not mention about the advent of consciousness. But Buddha has explained, except that 2 conditions, there must be consciousness. Consciousness comes from the former person. consciousness arises from the former person and it emits when the person dies. So we can see rebirth and karma reflects in the human reproductive system. So we can believe the Buddha's teaching, karma and rebirth. If you want to be born in heaven or to be born as a good human being, you have to perform wholesome activities. You have to develop kusala karma. That's how the karma functions in rebirth. Thank you very much for listening to me. Blessing of the triple gems for be showered upon you.